You're listening to the audio production of How Do You Kill 11 Million People? Why the Truth Matters More Than You Think, by Andy Andrews, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Andy Andrews and Gabe Wicks.
Author's note. For many years, I've been asked to speak to political gatherings of one type or another, and for many years, I have consistently declined. Because the books I write are generally regarded as common-sense literature, novels that illustrate life's principles, I suppose many politicians have simply assumed that I was on their side. However, I am not an us or them kind of person. Actually, I'm more of a we person. Don't get me wrong, I do have some absolutes carved into my heart and mind, but I am optimistic enough to believe there's still common ground even with those of us who might disagree. Don't we all want the best for our country and a secure and prosperous future for our children? Of course we do. And I believe that we can talk about divisive subjects without screaming at each other. Somehow, for the most part, our parents and grandparents managed to disagree with their neighbors and still remain neighborly, and they usually did it from their front porches. Today, most of us don't even have front porches. We've retreated to the backyard, where a single opinion can be isolated and enforced by a privacy fence. Several years ago, I asked myself these three questions. Where do we begin to find common ground in regard to what we want or don't want for the future of America? Is it possible to write something that doesn't use the words Republican or Democrat, liberal or conservative, yet conveys a message with which everyone could agree? Can it be written in a concise fashion, allowing anyone to read it, clearly understand the message, and be empowered in less than 15 minutes? In answer to those questions, I wrote the first edition of this book, published in 2011, under the title, How Do You Kill 11 Million People? It quickly became a New York Times bestseller. In the years since then, it has become even more urgent that these questions be addressed. America faces perhaps its greatest crisis, domestically and internationally, since its birth. People often ask me if I have a political agenda. Of course I do, and I sure hope you have one too. Here's mine. I want America's present and future leadership to embrace and live up to America's core principles, as written by our...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?